Hey guys, this is Candy coming to you with, yes, you guessed it, another crochet braiding video. And guys, I promise you though, today's braid pattern will be game changing and life changing. This here one will enable your style to turn out as if they were installed individually. You heard me, individually. So I'm going ahead and I just parted off a section in the front, and these parts, guys, unlike the braid pattern where everything is braided back, I'm doing a section in the front where the part will be that will go actually across. So these parts are horizontal. All right, so I went ahead and made the parting. Yes, finally. So all right, so I'm not starting by braiding the very front section. I'm braiding, this is actually the third row of braids that I'm doing because I wanted to, leave the front section a little bit because I want to catch my bearings to make sure that I get the correct angle of the part for the one in the very front, because it's going to be a little bit angular. So yeah, I'm just starting with the third row. I'm just gonna braid the hair about 2 to 2.5 inches in that direction, and it's the direction away from where my main parting will be. Alright, so now what I'm gonna do is part this little portion into two. The very first one will be somewhat angular because the rest of the front of the hair will be braided back, so I have to do it that way in order for it to not look crazy. Alright, so this is pretty much the second row that I'm braiding now, and that one pretty much goes straight across. But the very first one, the small one in the front, is a little bit angular, and that would make the transition into the others going backward, look nice and seamless and natural. Alright, so I have 5 braids going across, as you guys can see, and this is where the magic will happen, you guys. This is pretty much, the basis of this braid pattern that will allow your style to look like individuals. So on the next side of the part, I will start to do the same thing in the opposite direction, braiding the hair down away from where that parting is. And again, maybe 1.5 to 2 inches for this side is how far down I will braid the hair. Alright, so this is what it looks like, you guys, and again, this is what you would definitely want to do if you want your braids to look like in the videos. Alright, so what I have to do now is braid all of these horizontal braids. I have to, interbraid them together all the way back, so that that portion of hair that is loose becomes, braided down. So I'm just braiding and at the same time just actually incorporating one braid with the other as I go all the way back. And I'm going all the way back just because all of the other braids along the hairline will be braided back, and so it will come together nicely and make sense to do it that way. You don't want to braid it from the part all the way to the earline, because you always want for the front of your crochet braid style to have those parts. The parts are what will make the hair actually look like they were actually parted for an individual style. Alright guys, and then the next trick is for you to braid the back and the sides of your hair in an upward direction, maybe another 2 inches upward. You want to leave the center part of the hair unbraided for now until we have the entire perimeter of the head braided down. So I'm going ahead and just braiding the sides and the back in an upward direction. And you guys will see, the impact of doing that, because once you do that, you will realize that you're able to pull your hair up in a ponytail and nobody will know that you're actually wearing a crochet style. You will see what I mean later. Alright, what I'm doing here now is doing that one braid from the front to the back of all of those horizontal braids that were on the other side. Now we are braiding the other side going back, and if you notice again, those braids in the front, I just braid them to the point where I get to the half point mark of the head. Alright, so all of those braids that were braided upwards, I'm now braiding one braid across to join all of them. And for the most part, what we're doing with the rest of the hair in the middle is just braiding it back, and each braid will be joined with the other braid next to it. And so at the end of the day, I'm going to be left with one braid, which I need to tuck away into the braided foundation of the style, and you're good to go. Alright guys, so this is the braid pattern in question. We are all done. Yes, you can see the different moving parts, but I promise you it will make a world of a difference in the outcome of your crochet braid style. So we are about to get into the meat of the matter. So this is a hair that we're working with. It is passion twists. These are passion twists from a store on Amazon called Los Moyer. Los Moyer is the name, and this is their 12-inch passion twist hair. And guys, in love. Let me just tell you from the jump, I'm in love with this hair. The hair is super duper soft, yet not overly shiny. And let me tell you this, I did go ahead and pre-wash the hair, and so it did not frizz up at all. It didn't get fuzzy. It maintained its integrity, and so that is the initial test of the durability of the hair. So yeah, so we're going ahead and installing, starting at the back, and of course just inserting our crochet tool at the base of the cornrow, attaching the loop, pulling it through, attaching the end of the twist. Wait, going ahead of myself here. Attach the end of the twist to the hook, pulling that through the loop, and then just sliding it to make it secure. Yeah, you don't need to make multiple knots in the back because it will definitely stay in place. So we went ahead and installed one pack, and you can already see the individualness, guys, of the style. Alright, so we installed a lot so far. Now I'm at the front, and I'm just showing you guys again how I attach the hair. It's not so much about how to do the crochet braid style, but more so the braid pattern and the outcome of the style as a result of the braid pattern in question. Alright, so there you got it. And what I'm doing is I'm not packing the hair densely one behind the other. I'm kind of spacing it out because of the size of the twists. You do not want to make the twists too close to each other, or you would definitely have too much hair on your head or run out of hair before time. Speaking of running out of hair, I used the entire bundle, which is 8 packs. There were 12 pieces in each pack, and I used every last piece, and it was more than enough. Alright, so now we're left with the last section on this side, and yeah, you want to go ahead and go right all the way up to where the parting is at the base of the cornrow, and you're going to insert your crochet tool in a downward position, attaching your loop, closing the latch hook, pulling it through. And what I want is for the looped portion of the hair to end up underneath the twist so that it's not very bulky or very noticeable. So I'm pulling that through and then going ahead and pulling it to tighten it. And that's what I'm going to repeat all the way along that parting area. Yeah, so this side is complete, you guys. And I don't know about you, but trust me, I think it makes a big difference, you know, doing the braid pattern that way, so that you see the spacing in between each twist, and that makes for a more natural looking install, as opposed to, you know, having your corner going all the way back and then stacking yeah, that will give it a faker look. So yeah, so we're almost done, and now I'm at the final row on the opposite side of the part, and we're going to be doing the same thing. As mentioned before, you position your crochet braiding tool so that it is inserted in a downward position or at a downward angle, and I'm attaching the loop to the crochet tool, closing the latch hook, pulling it through, and again this time I'm just opening the loop with my fingers and just holding the hair and pulling it through the loop, and then sliding it to make sure it's well secure and tighten, you guys. How individual is that? Tell me. I'm waiting. I need to hear it from you. How individual is that? Yes, girl. So like you did on the other side, just continue and do all of these 5 braids that you have going across on this side of the head. Yes, guys, and through the magic of filming, I'm all done. Yes, and as you can see from this angle where the parting is, it does make a difference using this braid pattern. And guys, I hope you guys will go ahead and try this braid pattern. Yeah, I mean, it takes a little bit more time and precision than if you were just braiding it all the way back, but I can tell you it does, you know, positively affect the outcome of your crochet look. And this is the back. This is how the hair looks. Yes, I'm loving this hair, you guys. Loving it, and loving it. And I'm trying to manipulate it so you guys can see the fact that, you know, it's hard to detect that I'm wearing crochet braids based on how it was installed. Yeah, they can be pulled up in a ponytail, and it actually does look natural and as if I hand twisted the hair myself. But hold on, hold a minute, wait, let me get it together, girl. Yes. The color, guys, is the bomb. This color is your T1B27, and I love how you know, the color blend is distributed with the ombre look at the end and the blended 27 and 1B at the top. Love it. The length is perfect, you know, good for any vacation or any, you know, just a summer style. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Comment down below. I will definitely leave the link to the hair so that you guys can order it if you guys would like. But yeah, comment below and let me know if you guys like this braid pattern and if it's something that you would try. Until next time, remember to like, rate, subscribe, and share this video. And I will talk to you on my next one. Remember, I post twice every week, on Saturdays and on Wednesdays. So stay tuned for more tutorials and more fun videos. Alright? Well, but